The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on. You're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. He can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
So Oklahoma's offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. And he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. That's a fumble. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket. to them. They'll keep it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got room at the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. Go bananas, go crazy, but, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first.
Catch inside the 25. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw. Makes his connection. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. This time they'll go to the running game. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
Touchdown, Mustangs! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. At the 45 on his way. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They believe they can run right here. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5, ball spotted at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And step number one when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, David, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 2nd down coming up. He'll do it himself.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cantrell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mustangs in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. Moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner! extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense is going to try to run the ball again here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The play-action fake. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown Sooner.
Awesome awareness by the D-lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Mustangs get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Pulls and fires complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Quarterback on the keeper. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And if a quarterback's going to have success in the run game, he's got to have guys helping him out, right? It's not just the offensive lineman. It's not just the running back doing a good job selling the run fake, but these receivers, they're doing a great job getting downfield and getting some blocks.
Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On the option. Now the pitch. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2... the first game. He gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The give to the left side. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10, and he takes it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Number 83.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but a great field position for the O at the 37. Offense set on first down. Trying the left side. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Mitchell. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And it's the hardest thing in college football to stop, is the unscripted. Like, you can't tell where he's going to be, when he's going to be there. He's in the pocket. He's moving around. Palmer, he just has a knack of making plays.
Yeah, and part of what's so hard to stop it, David, too, is that offenses practice those situations.
Touchdown Sooner! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the offense on first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Lost one deep down the right side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Guys, this is a really